This is how Kirsten Watson wants to remember her 2-year-old's happy and loving daughter, Zavea, haunted by her last moments alive on a FaceTime.
She was on his lap and she was gasping for air, and as she was gasping for air, he just had his arm around her neck, just squeezing tighter. He was like, "This what you made me do. All you care about is that man." And I'm telling him, "No, stop, please. This is your daughter. She loves you." But he's still doing it.
DeAndre Flanagan is charged with murder. Court records say he struck his daughter with and against a blunt object and choked her, applying pressure to her neck and throat. The 25-year-old picked his daughter up from a daycare on Monday before leading police on a chase and eventually a standoff in Northwest Harris County.
Telling the officers, like, "Look at this FaceTime call. Move in, move in, move in now." And they sat there and said they got to get everybody ready. And they have to put on their, like, shields and stuff. And they have to do all of this extra stuff. Like, he wasn't killing her on this FaceTime call. They waited at least 20 minutes to move in.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again. Did y'all know the video? Hope y'all are having a very great day. Hope y'all are having a very great week also. My day is going absolutely magnificent. Big shout out to all the channel members, all subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of Texas by way of Houston. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Texas, everybody in the great city of Houston. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, I want to send my condolences out to Zavea and also to her family because it's very sad what happened to this 2-year-old girl. Now, before I start the story, I want you all to know one thing is that, like I tell you all in these videos, is that you do not own nobody. Nobody belongs to nobody in this world. You get what I'm saying? You are with somebody, whether your husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, because you choose to be with that person. And just like some people fall in love, some people fall out of love. Now, before I start this story, I also want you all to know this right here is that, look, just because things are not going right in your life or you may be upset with your spouse does not give you the reason, does not give you the authority to take it out on innocent people. And the last person you should take anything out on should be, number one, is your child. As in the case of this story right here, where we have a guy who goes by the name of DeAndre Flanagan who decided to go get his daughter from the daycare and take the daughter to Walmart with him while he was inside of Walmart hitting on her mama. And you might be thinking, well, Trey, why is all this going on? Why did this guy DeAndre do this? The story goes allegedly that the girlfriend was allegedly talking to some other guy, had some other guy she was on the phone with, conversating with or whatnot, little stuff like that. But it don't matter who the person was talking to. You get what I'm saying? Just like I told you all, you have a choice in this world. Now, true enough, it may hurt you that your spouse, boyfriend, or girlfriend is talking to somebody else. And I'm not saying, first of all, that the mom was actually talking to somebody else. But that was the reason for this, allegedly. I think it was a little bit more than that, but that's what the story goes. I'm not going to add nothing to it. I'm not going to take away nothing from it. But at the same time, there's no reason for you to hurt your child. So after taking his daughter from daycare and going to Walmart, asking the mama for the cell phone so he could look through the cell phone and see if she was talking to anybody else, DeAndre decided to go on FaceTime and FaceTime his baby mama and basically show him beating up his daughter and also choking his daughter. And the sad thing about it is that this part right here is that, I'm sure that Zavea haven't seen her dad in a couple of days because as you all can see right here, he was basically, doing terroristic threats March the 15th and then also March 19th, telephone harassment. So if he's doing all this calling and everything, guess what? He's not in the same home as his child's mom or whatnot. So imagine how this little girl must have felt to finally see her dad after a few days and whatnot. Imagine the joy in her heart when he came to the daycare. And I'm sure that DeAndre came to that daycare with a smile on his face. But guess what? He's not going to come in there with blood dripping from his mouth and with horns on his head or angry or whatnot, because that may raise suspicion with the daycare. Then the daycare may call the police or call the mama and see what's going on. And then the daycare person would have got the real scoop like, no, do not let my daughter go with him because he's going to hurt her or whatnot. So I'm sure DeAndre Flanagan came to that daycare with a smile on his face, and little Zavea was right there waiting for her daddy, smiling, ran up, probably hugged him and everything. And little did Zavea know that this would be her last day alive. It's a sad situation right there. My heart breaks for the children. These stories about the children is the worst ones for me to do because, my heart breaks for them. I love the children. And also what's so troubling about this whole situation was the fact not only how he killed her, but the fact in the manner in which he killed her. Now, the police were also saying that while they were chasing DeAndre, the child was thrown all across the car and whatnot, because I'm sure she didn't have a seatbelt on because he was planning to kill her. So why protect her and put her in a seatbelt or whatnot? So the police say that this girl was thrown all around his car and he was assaulting the girl. He was hitting on the girl. And then when the chase came to a standstill, they started surrounding him. That's when DeAndre decided to FaceTime his baby mama and show him with his daughter sitting on his lap, choking this girl to death and everything. And imagine the terror in their mama eyes. And his excuse was, "You made me do this," because allegedly she was talking to somebody else, as if that's a good enough reason to kill somebody. But anyway, we'll break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I'm going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go, a father chokes his 2-year-old daughter to death while on FaceTime with her mom. That's the worst kind of agony in the world, to watch somebody kill your child. And guess what? You can't do a damn thing about it. You get what I'm saying? You know, I almost shed a couple of tears this morning when I seen this little girl playing or whatnot on this video. I ain't gonna show the video of her playing, but you all can go look it up on Facebook or, you know, Twitter or whatnot. It shows her playing. She's inside the bathroom and everything, full of joy, full of life. You know, I don't understand people like that. It seems like people who are able to have children just take clear advantage of their children, hurt their children. But it seems like, to me, the people who can't have children are the best parents, because they are the ones that really want a child and would treat that child right. Anyway, DeAndre's Flanagan bond was originally set at $1 million. It was raised Wednesday after DeAndre appeared in court for the first time. And it's a good thing they raised that bond, because I'm sure after they heard the nature of how he killed his daughter, and the police was begging him to let her go, and the mom was begging him to let her go, and I'm sure DeAndre's family was also telling him to let the daughter go. But what's also troubling was the fact that Zavia's mom said it took the police 20 minutes close to react to this whole situation. But my thing is this right here: if the police see the daughter's in immediate danger or whatnot, and this guy is choking her, why didn't they shoot him? I'm sure they have sharpshooters. I'm sure they have snipers and everything. You could have knocked his ass off from 200 yards away. You get what I'm saying? And some people might be saying, "Well, Trey, what if they would have hit the child?" Guess what? They got people that can hit you 1,000 yards away, 2,000 yards away. So I'm sure 100 yards or 50 yards is nothing. You know, it seemed like to me the police could have reacted just a little bit quicker. But guess what, though? We on the outside looking in, so we really can't say that. Anyway, let's continue. Now, prosecutors said charges may be upgraded to capital murder once his daughter's autopsy is complete. And it already should have been capital murder. And guess what? I'm going to ask you all this right now. Do you think DeAndre deserved life in prison, or do you think DeAndre deserved the death penalty? Because if you kill your daughter like this, guess what? You're no good to society. You're no good to nobody in this world, because your only job, your main job, was to protect your child. You get what I'm saying? So how can you be a father, and how can you be a man, and what kind of man does this to his child? That's what I want to know right there. I mean, even if I was DeAndre, I'm going to put myself in his shoes. Just say allegedly, if that was me, and I suspect my girlfriend is talking to another guy or whatnot. The last thing I'm going to do is, number one, go put my hand on her. And the main thing I'm not going to do is go hurt my child. The first thing I'm going to do is try to get the proof. And if I can get the proof, or if I can't get the proof, guess what? We're going to talk about it, or we're going to separate. Simple as that. Life goes on. I find somebody else, you find somebody else, or keep talking to the person you're allegedly talking to. There's a right and a wrong way to do things in life. You know what I'm saying? And it all starts with the letter C. Yes, we all have a choice. You have a choice. Period. Point blank. Anyway, now DeAndre is accused of removing Zavea from daycare during an argument he was having with his girlfriend, who is also Zavea's mother. Court records said DeAndre was upset with his girlfriend because she was reportedly talking to another man. Another damn man. Got you in a world of trouble. Now, guess what, though? Just say if your baby mama was talking to another man, what good is it going to do you now? Because you're facing a capital murder charge, and also you're going to get life in prison and maybe the death penalty. So let me ask you this, DeAndre. What did it prosper you to kill your child and put yourself in this predicament? Because your child mom is still free and you're the one in jail. So it don't prosper you a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? You got yourself in this mess, and it all could have been easily avoided. Anyway, let's continue. Now, Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez said after picking up his daughter from daycare, DeAndre drove to his girlfriend's job at Walmart to get her cell phone. He hit his girlfriend a couple of times before he took off with her cell phone in Zavea. That damn cell phone meant the world to you. But like I said a few minutes ago, what good did it prosper you then? Because you already got yourself in hot water. Whether she was talking to a guy or not, guess what? This is the end for you. Because once you crossed that line and you went up there and assaulted her, and she already reported you to the police for telephone harassment and terroristic threats and whatnot, and I'm pretty sure that you were making all kind of threats to her. But it's kind of funny and kind of sad that you did not hurt her. You did not go try to kill her, which you shouldn't have killed nobody. But you took it out on the main innocent person inside this whole situation, your daughter. And let me tell you all something. Look, when you involve these crazy people, these dusties, and these sorry women, look, if they can't hurt you, they're going to hurt the main thing you love the most, whether it's your children or your family. You get what I'm saying? So if they can't touch you, they're going to hurt somebody else close to you. So remember that also. But back on the other hand, is this right here. Is that you got to ask yourself, what kind of man does this? You get what I'm saying? And then you that butthurt and mad because you're thinking that your girlfriend is talking to somebody else. Now, I'm going to say this also. Whether she was talking to somebody else or not, guess what? What can you really do about it? Oh, except for do what you done. And guess what? You still wind up losing in the end. So like I tell you all, the best thing to do, look, if you can't be faithful to somebody or if you think somebody's cheating on you, guess what? Let them go. Move on. That's what grown-ups do. You get what I'm saying? Children act out. Grown folks to act rational. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's close up. Now, the sheriff's office said family members were in contact with Trey and were able to help deputies track him down. He was eventually spotted near Greens Road and the North Freeway and led law enforcement on a chase. Investigators said family members told deputies that during the chase, Trey was physically abusing Zavea, his daughter. And that's a damn shame right there. The fact that you was abusing the girl way before the police chase came to a stop. Way before, he got on FaceTime with the mama. He was already abusing this little girl. Now imagine the terror in this little child's eyes and everything. And she probably over there thinking that she did something wrong. The only thing she did wrong was loving him. You know what I'm saying? Being his daughter. That's the only thing that was done wrong on her behalf. And that she had no choice of because we don't choose our parents. But like this right here, whether you think your spouse is cheating on you or not, guess what? It still don't give you a good enough reason to hurt them or the children. The children should be left alone totally. Now I'm going to ask you all, like I asked you all in the beginning of the video, do you think Trey deserved life in prison or do you think Trey deserved the death penalty? I'm going to pick the death penalty because if you kill your daughter in this manner and then you had the nerve to choke her to death, which wasn't no quick death, so it was a slow death, a painful death. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had somebody try to choke you? It's a hard death. But anyway, so in the nature that you killed your child, you should get the death penalty. Anyway, my condolences #1 goes out, like I said in the beginning of the video, to Zavea and her family. And if there's anything I can do for you all, please don't hesitate to ask. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed. And I will see you all soon on the next Trey King Show. And love those children. If you can't love those children, get off from around them or give them to somebody that will. And also, if you expect your spouse, husband, wife, girlfriend, or boyfriend cheating on you, talk about it, try to work it out. If you can't do that, separate. Life goes on. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, children act out and do crazy things like this. Grown-ups think logical and rational. You get what I'm saying? When you think logical and rational, you will see that this wasn't worth it. And guess what? It's going to cost Trey a whole lifelong of pain if they don't kill him in prison. Anyway, you all stay blessed. Love all of you all, and I will see you soon. And guess what? I'm out.